Have you ever wondered what lies at the heart of enlightenment? Picture this: a sacred embrace, where wisdom and compassion unite in a dance that transforms the very way you see the world. This is Yab-Yum, the profound practice of Tantric Buddhism, revered across ancient schools like Nyingma, Kagyu, Sakya, and Gelug. Why does this mysterious union captivate spiritual seekers? How can it unlock truths for beginners like you? In this video, we'll unravel the secrets of Yab-Yum, exploring how each tradition brings this divine practice to life. Stay with us to discover a path that could shift your perspective forever. What does enlightenment mean to you? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's begin this journey together. Whispers of the Lotus, the dawn of Yab-Yum. The mist clings to the peaks of the Himalayas, where the air hums with a quiet that feels alive, as if the mountains themselves are whispering secrets of the cosmos. In this sacred stillness, the practice of Yab-Yum, the divine union of wisdom and compassion, unfolds like a lotus petal under the gaze of dawn. Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff, the wind carrying chants from a distant monastery, your heart stirred by a longing to understand the ineffable. This is where we begin, drawn irresistibly into the heart of Tantric Buddhism, where the interplay of form and emptiness dances in the embrace of Yab-Yum. You might wonder, how do the ancient schools of Nyingma, Kagyu, Sakya, and Gelug weave this profound practice into their teachings? Stay with me, for the journey promises to unravel mysteries that will leave you both grounded and soaring. In the Nyingma tradition, the oldest of Tibetan Buddhist schools, Yab-Yum is not merely a practice, but a living vision of reality's core. Picture a Thangka painting glowing in the flicker of butter lamps, a deity, fierce yet serene, entwined with his consort, their union a radiant symbol of non-duality. The Nyingma masters, rooted in the teachings of Padmasambhava, the lotus-born guru, approach Yab-Yum as a gateway to the Dzogchen view, where the practitioner realizes the mind's pristine awareness. Longchenpa, the great 14th century Nyingma scholar, once said, "In the embrace of wisdom and compassion, the practitioner sees the universe as a mandala of pure light." His words pull you closer, don't they? They beckon you to imagine the practitioner seated in meditation, visualizing the deity and consort, their union dissolving the illusion of separateness. In Nyingma, Yab-Yum is less about ritual mechanics and more about awakening to the spontaneity of enlightenment. The practice pulses with immediacy, as if each breath draws you deeper into the realization that you are already whole. Can you feel that spark, that urge to lean in and discover what lies beyond the veil? Yet, as we turn to the Kagyu tradition, the flavor of Yab-Yum shifts, like sunlight breaking through clouds in a different hue. The Kagyu, known for their emphasis on direct experience through meditation, approach Yab-Yum as a dynamic interplay of energy. Milarepa, the poet-yogi whose songs still echo in the hearts of practitioners, described the union as the dance of bliss and emptiness, where the mind rides the winds of prana. His words ignite something within you, don't they? They make you want to sit straighter, to breathe deeper, to feel the vitality of this practice. In Kagyu, Yab-Yum is deeply tied to the 6 yogas of Naropa, particularly the practice of Tummo, or inner fire. Here, the practitioner visualizes the deity and consort not as distant symbols, but as vibrant forces within the subtle body. The male deity, embodying compassion, channels energy through the central channel, while the female, wisdom, anchors the practitioner in spacious awareness. The Kagyu masters teach that this union is not static, but a movement, a flow that transforms the practitioner's very perception of reality. You can almost see it now, a yogi in a cave, eyes half closed, his breath synchronized with the rhythm of the universe, his mind alight with the fire of realization. Doesn't that image pull you forward, urging you to explore how this dance unfolds in other traditions? As we glide into the Sakya school, the tone shifts again, like the turning of a prayer wheel, steady and deliberate. The Sakya tradition, with its scholarly rigor, approaches Yab-Yum through the lens of the lamprey, the path, and its fruit. Sakya Pandita, a luminary of this lineage, once taught, "The union of method and wisdom is the root of all attainments, for without their embrace, the fruit of liberation remains unripened." His words linger, don't they? They invite you to pause, to reflect on the precision of this practice. In Sakya, Yab-Yum is a meticulously structured meditation, often embedded in the Hevajra Tantra, where the practitioner visualizes the deity and consort as a means to integrate the mundane and the divine. The male deity represents skillful means, the active force that engages with the world, while the female embodies prajna, the wisdom that sees through illusion. The Sakya approach is like a finely woven tapestry, each thread of ritual and visualization carefully placed to create a harmonious whole. You might picture a monk in a Sakya monastery, his fingers tracing the beads of a mala, his mind weaving the deity's form with such clarity that the boundary between self and other dissolves. Can you sense the pull of this precision, the way it draws you deeper into the heart of the practice? Now, let us step into the world of the Gelug school, where the clarity of logic meets the fire of devotion. Founded by the great Tsongkhapa, Gelugpas approach Yab-Yum with a blend of analytical rigor and heartfelt practice. Tsongkhapa himself wrote in his Lamrim Chenmo, "The union of compassion and wisdom is the essence of the path, for it mirrors the nature of the Buddha's mind." His words resonate, don't they? They stir a quiet excitement, a desire to understand how this union manifests in practice. In Gelug, Yab-Yum is often approached through the Guhyasamaja Tantra, where the practitioner engages in elaborate visualizations to purify the mind and body. The male deity, representing compassion, is seen as the dynamic force that engages with samsara, while the female, wisdom, holds the space of ultimate truth. The Gelugpas emphasize the importance of clear understanding before entering the practice, ensuring that the practitioner's mind is prepared to grasp the profound symbolism of Yab-Yum. Imagine a Gelug monk in a debate courtyard, his mind sharpened by logic, now turning inward to visualize the deity and consort, their union a reflection of the inseparability of samsara and nirvana. Doesn't that image spark a curiosity to see how these schools converge and diverge in their understanding of this sacred practice? As we weave through these traditions, a pattern emerges, like stars aligning in the night sky. Each school, Nyingma with its spontaneous awakening, Kagyu with its vibrant energy, Sakya with its scholarly precision, and Gelug with its disciplined clarity, offers a unique lens on Yab-Yum, yet all point to the same truth. The union of wisdom and compassion is the heart of enlightenment. You might feel a stirring now, a quiet thrill at the thought of these ancient teachings converging in a single practice. But we've only begun to peel back the layers. What happens when these practices are lived, not just studied? How do the words of the masters translate into the heartbeat of a practitioner? Stay with me, for the path deepens, and the next steps promise to illuminate the very essence of what it means to embody this divine union. Flames of union, the pulse of awakening. The air grows thinner now, as if we've climbed higher into the Himalayan vastness, where the boundary between earth and sky blurs into a luminous haze. You can almost hear the soft chime of a ritual bell, its echo pulling you deeper into the mystery of Yab-Yum. The practice, this sacred dance of wisdom and compassion, is not a distant ideal, but a living current, pulsing through the teachings of the great Tibetan schools. You're here with me, aren't you? Drawn by the promise of understanding how these traditions breathe life into the divine union. Let's step closer, letting the words of the masters and the rhythm of their practices guide us, as if each sentence were a step on a path that refuses to let you turn back. In the Nyingma tradition, Yab-Yum is like a river flowing effortlessly toward the ocean of awakening. The masters of this lineage, with their roots in the wild, untamed vision of Padmasambhava, see the practice as a mirror of the mind's natural state. Dujom Rinpoche, a 20th century Nyingma luminary, once said, "In Yab-Yum, the practitioner does not grasp at form or emptiness, but rests in their union, where all phenomena arise as ornaments of awareness." His words spark something, don't they? They make you want to close your eyes and feel the expanse of your own mind. In Nyingma, the visualization of the deity and consort is less about constructing an image and more about recognizing what already is. Picture a yogi in a forest hermitage, his breath soft, his mind vast as the sky. As he meditates on Yab-Yum, the male deity's compassion and the female's wisdom merge within him, dissolving the illusion of duality. The practice is fluid, spontaneous, like a melody that arises without effort. Can you feel the pull of that freedom, the way it beckons you to let go and simply be? Yet, as we shift to the Kagyu lineage, the rhythm changes, like a drumbeat quickening in a ritual dance. The Kagyu, with their fierce devotion to direct experience, infuse Yab-Yum with a visceral intensity. Gampopa, the great disciple of Milarepa, taught, "The union of bliss and emptiness in Yab-Yum is not a thought, but a fire that burns through delusion." His words ignite a curiosity, don't they? They make you want to lean closer, to feel the heat of this practice. In Kagyu, Yab-Yum is often woven into the practice of Mahamudra, where the practitioner channels the energy of the deity and consort through the subtle body. The male deity, embodying skillful means, moves like a river of compassion, while the female, wisdom, holds the space of boundless clarity. Imagine a Kagyu practitioner in a mountain retreat, her body still but alive with inner fire, her visualization of the divine couple a vibrant pulse that aligns her with the universe's rhythm. The practice is not just seen but felt, a current that transforms the practitioner's very being. Doesn't that energy stir something in you, urging you to explore how this fire burns in other traditions? As we turn to the Sakya school, the scene shifts again, like the slow turning of a sacred text's pages, each word deliberate and rich with meaning. The Sakya approach to Yab-Yum is steeped in the Hevedra Tantra, where the union of deity and consort is a precise map to liberation. Sachen Kunga Ningpo, a founding master of the Sakya lineage, wrote, "In the embrace of method and wisdom, the practitioner plants the seed of enlightenment, nurtured by the clarity of devotion." His words linger, don't they? They draw you into the elegance of this tradition's approach. In Sakya, Yab-Yum is a structured meditation, where every detail, the colors of the deity's form, the placement of the consort's hands, the flow of energy through the Mandala, carries profound significance. The practitioner visualizes the male deity as the dynamic force of compassion, engaging with the world, while the female embodies the wisdom that sees reality's true nature. Picture a Sakya Lama in a dimly lit shrine room, his mind a tapestry of intricate visualizations, each thread weaving the mundane into the divine. The practice is like a jewel, polished through discipline and insight. Can you sense the allure of this precision, the way it pulls you toward the next facet of this sacred practice? Now, let us enter the Gelug tradition, where the clarity of intellect meets the warmth of faith. The Gelugpas, guided by Tsongkhapa's luminous teachings, approach Yab-Yum with a balance of analysis and devotion. The first Dalai Lama, Gendon Drup, once said, "In Yab-Yum, the practitioner sees the union of samsara and nirvana, not as separate, but as one truth, radiant and complete." His words resonate, don't they? They spark a quiet thrill, a desire to understand how this truth unfolds. In Gelug, Yab-Yum is often practiced within the framework of the Yamantaka Tantra, where the deity and consort's union purifies the practitioner's mind and body. The male deity, compassion, engages with the world's suffering, while the female, wisdom, reveals its illusory nature. The Gelug practitioner approaches this visualization with a disciplined mind, trained through years of study and debate, ensuring that each step of the practice is grounded in understanding. Imagine a Gelug monk in a vast monastic hall, his mala beads clicking softly, his mind crafting the divine couple with such clarity that the boundary between self and deity dissolves. Doesn't that image draw you deeper, making you wonder how these practices converge in the heart of a practitioner? As we journey through these traditions, the tapestry of Yab-Yum grows richer, each school adding its unique thread to the weave. Nyingma's spontaneity, Kagyu's fiery intensity, Sakya's meticulous artistry, and Gelug's disciplined clarity, they all point to the same truth. Yet each path sparkles with its own light. You can feel it now, can't you? That quiet excitement, that pull to see how these teachings come alive in the lives of those who practice them. The path is far from over, and the next steps promise to reveal how Yab-Yum transforms not just the mind, but the very way we walk in the world. Stay with me, for the journey is about to deepen, and the heart of this practice is closer than you think. Mandala of truth, the embrace of eternity. The horizon glows now, as if the sun itself were bowing to the wisdom of the mountains, their peaks cradling the secrets of Yab-Yum like a mother holds her child. You've journeyed with me this far, haven't you? Drawn by the pulse of this sacred practice, its promise of uniting wisdom and compassion in a way that feels both ancient and achingly alive. The air hums with possibility, and you can sense it. The teachings of Nyingma, Kagyu, Sakya, and Gelug are not mere philosophies but living flames, each illuminating the path to awakening in its own radiant way. Let's step closer, letting the warmth of these traditions envelop us, as we explore how Yab-Yum moves beyond the meditation cushion and into the heartbeat of existence. You won't want to turn away now. The final steps of this journey beckon, promising a glimpse of the divine within. In the Nyingma tradition, Yab-Yum is a whisper of the ultimate truth, a practice that dissolves the veil between the ordinary and the sacred. The great Dzogchen master Dilgo Khyentse Rinpoche once said, "In the union of Yab-Yum, the practitioner sees that samsara and nirvana are not two but one, like reflections in a mirror of pure awareness." His words stir something deep, don't they? They make you want to pause, to breathe, to feel the world as a shimmering mandala. In Nyingma, the practitioner of Yab-Yum is not striving to become something new, but remembering what has always been. The male, deity, compassion, and the female, wisdom, are visualized not as external forms, but as expressions of the mind's innate purity. Picture a Nyingma yogini in a remote valley, her eyes closed, her heart open, as she merges with the divine couple. The practice is effortless, like a river finding its way to the sea, and as she rests in this union, the boundaries of self and other melt away. The world around her, every sound, every breeze, becomes a dance of wisdom and compassion. Can you feel that pull? That invitation to see your own life as a reflection of this unity? As we shift to the Kagyu lineage, the energy surges, like a gust of wind fueling a fire. The Kagyu approach to Yab-Yum is alive with movement, a practice that transforms the practitioner's very breath into a vehicle for awakening. The 16th Karmapa, a beacon of the Kagyu tradition, once taught, "In Yab-Yum, the practitioner rides the winds of bliss to the heart of emptiness, where all is radiant and free." His words spark a thrill, don't they? They make you want to feel that freedom in your own bones. In Kagyu, Yab-Yum is often practiced alongside the inner yogas, where the male deity's compassion ignites the subtle energies of the body, and the female's wisdom guides them to stillness. Imagine a Kagyu yogi perched on a cliffside, his visualization of the divine couple a vibrant pulse that courses through his channels. The practice is not just a meditation but a way of being, where every action, walking, speaking, even thinking, becomes an expression of this sacred union. The Kagyu path is electric, alive with the possibility of transformation in every moment. Doesn't that energy make you want to see how this practice lives in the world beyond the retreat? Turning to the Sakya school, we find a quieter intensity, like the steady glow of a lamp in a darkened shrine. The Sakya approach to Yab-Yum is a tapestry of precision and devotion, rooted in the teachings of the Lamdre. And Gorchen Kunga Zangpo, a revered Sakya master, wrote, "The union of method and wisdom in Yab-Yum is the key to the treasury of enlightenment, unlocking the heart's deepest potential." His words draw you in, don't they? They beckon you to explore the elegance of this practice. In Sakya, Yab-Yum is a disciplined meditation, often centered on the Hivajra or Chakra Samvara deities, where every detail of the visualization is a step toward liberation. The male deity, embodying skillful means, engages with the world's suffering, while the female, wisdom, reveals its illusory nature. Picture a Sakya practitioner in a monastery, her mind a canvas of intricate imagery, each color and gesture of the divine couple a brushstroke of awakening. The practice is both an art and a science, a balance of structure and spontaneity that transforms the practitioner's perception of reality. Can you sense the beauty of this precision, the way it pulls you toward the final piece of this mosaic? As we enter the Gelug tradition, the path widens, like a river meeting the sea, vast and clear. The Gelugpas, with their blend of logic and devotion, approach Yab-Yum as a bridge between the intellectual and the transcendent. Pabonka Rinpoche, a modern Gelug master, once said, "In Yab-Yum, the practitioner sees the union of compassion and wisdom as the essence of all Buddhas, a truth that shines in every moment." His words resonate, don't they? They spark a quiet joy, a desire to live this truth. In Gelug, Yab-Yum is often practiced within the Guhya Samaja, or Yamantaka Tantras, where the visualization of the deity and consort purifies the practitioner's mind and body. The male deity, compassion, engages with the world, while the female, wisdom, reveals its ultimate nature. Imagine a Gelug monk in a quiet cell, his mind honed by debate, now resting in the radiant embrace of the divine couple. The practice is a journey of clarity, where each step is grounded in understanding, yet opens to the infinite. Doesn't that vision make you want to carry this practice into your own heart? As we stand at this summit, the teachings of Nyingma, Kagyu, Sakya, and Gelug converge like rivers into an ocean of truth. Yab-Yum is not just a practice, but a way of seeing, a way of being, where wisdom and compassion embrace in every moment. The Nyingma's spontaneity, Kagyu's fire, Sakya's precision, and Gelug's clarity, they all weave a tapestry that is both timeless and immediate. You can feel it now, can't you? That quiet pulse, that sense that this practice is not confined to ancient texts or distant monasteries, but lives within you. The Master's words, the vivid imagery of the divine couple, the rhythm of the practice, they all point to a truth that is closer than your breath. As you step forward, Carrying this vision, the world itself becomes a mandala, and every act a gesture of Yab-Yum's sacred union.